Here we are getting ready to make a resume for a high schooler. So I'm going to start from a template that's in Google Docs. You don't have to start with a template. You don't have to use Google Docs, but I'm just going to start from here. And what we have is a basic resume layout or basic template. And we're trying to make ourselves look really good. So first of all, we need to put our name. So I'm just going to use the example John Smith at the top here. And since I'm using a template, what I've discovered is if you type inside the text that you're going to delete, so I'm going to delete your name, but if you type inside of it, then the formatting stays perfect, and you can backspace to get rid of name, and you can backspace to get rid of your. So one thing you definitely need is your name. It needs to be nice and big. You'll notice that this is 24 font. Then you need an email address. It needs to be a nice looking email address. So this could be smithjohnb@gmail.com, for example. Please don't email this person. That's probably a real person. And then a phone number that makes sense. Your phone number. And just like in movies, I'm going to put 555-5555. And usually you're going to want to put cell text or call text there so that the employer knows that they can call you or text you. Then you should put your city, for example, Grand Rapids, Michigan, or just MI to make it easier to read. You can put your street address if you really want to, but that's not strictly necessary for a resume. So I'm going to backspace to delete that. Now, underneath your name, you should put your objective. So instead of skills, objective. And I'm going to imagine a restaurant that I'd like to apply to. So my objective is to join a creative team and effective team to provide outstanding personal service. To guests in a restaurant environment, especially in the kitchen. Okay, a lot of people will have that sort of thing. Okay, experience. So I'll draw back on my experience. So I used to work for a grocery store. It used to be called Chuck's Grocery Store. And this was in Bear Lake where I grew up. And job title was stalker. Okay, so when was that? Well, that was a while ago. So I'm just going to put in June, and I'll imagine it's closer to today. So 2025 to August 2025. And then you should put in little bullets as quickly as possible, what did you do? Restocked shelves. Assisted customers in finding items and with carryout service. So I help take things to the car and swept and cleaned floors. Okay, so what you're putting here, you're basically putting here what it is that you did at this job. You want to keep it usually to 3 bullets, but bullets make it really easy to read. A lot of times the employers won't read past the title of the business or what the job was, but sometimes they'll look at it and be like, oh, stocker, what is that? So I restock shelves with food items or grocery items, I guess. It was a grocery store. Assist customers in finding them and with carryout service, swept and cleaned floors. Okay? And it's very clear when you did the job. Now, suppose that's your only job. Maybe you've done some volunteer work. So I'm going to add in something I did before that, just so I have two experiences, work experiences. So lawn maintenance. So I'm thinking about something I was paid for. And I noticed I just I had an error up here, so I got to get rid of the R for Laker. Lawn maintenance. Mowing and raking. I could put there. So when did I do this? I could say the previous summer, because I did that the previous summer. So actually starting in probably May for mowing. Through September. Mowed and maintained 3 yards. Raked and bagged leaves in the fall. And if it was seasonal, I'm going to actually change this to 2025 because I did that 2 years, 2 summer seasons, 2024 and 2025. So again, our goal with these bullets here is just to give a little detail. Like people know what lawn maintenance is. If I had also done hedge trimming, I could have put that on there. But let's just keep it straightforward. It just shows that you were able to do this for a certain amount of time. Someone trusted you, even if it was a family member, to do this. If you did 3 different yards or households, you could change that too. And so your experience, the newer experience goes on the top, the older experience that goes underneath. Now you'll notice that in my template I have a third one here. I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm just going to highlight that, press the delete key, and press the backspace key 1, 2, 3 times. And now we're down to the education section. Okay, so education. Bear Lake High School. Bear Lake, Michigan. And then, let's see, we could do this. You don't have to use exactly what's in the template. So I'm going to get rid of this degree here. And I'm going to change this to degree, diploma expected, diploma expected, May 2026. Okay, this is, again, for example, diploma. Sometimes I put an N in there, not sure why. And then let's think about what classes would sound really good. So if you had a good GPA, you could put that in there. If your GPA is 3.0 or higher, GPA, for example, 3.1. And you don't need to have a lot of decimals, but if it's 3.0 or higher, you could put the GPA on there. And so you could say college prep coursework, including, and then any classes that you thought were harder classes, you can put in there. Algebra 2, chemistry, physics, AP English, hospitality, digital music, band, choir, I'm just making a bunch of lists. I didn't do all of these. But anything that shows like, team sports related to something else. Statistics. That would be a good one. Statistics. That one sounds good. What else? I guess anatomy and physiology would sound good. Economics, personal finance. So those are the sorts of things that would be good on there. Let's see. What else could you do? You could make that into a bullet and only keep the ones you like the real ones that are like, so I did not do anatomy and physiology. I'm going to take that off. I didn't do stats. I didn't do team sports. So I'm just going to leave the ones on there that I actually did. I didn't do these here. I did yearbook. So I'm going to put yearbook in instead. Now, if you had any awards at all, you could put awards. Attendance, honor roll, etc. If you did any sports, you could put that on there, like basketball, track and field, esports. Gaming club. Okay, so you could put different things on there. Student council. Honor society. So anything that you did during high school, you can put that on there. Now, there's an award section down here. If you had awards, you could alternatively put that down here. You could also put in something called interests. So interests. And again, you could do a bulleted list. So I'm going to select the bulleted list. Outdoors including biking, skiing, swimming. That's an interest. Sometimes interest is just good on a resume so that you have a bit of a personality, so that when the interviewers talking to you, that they have an idea about what to talk about. Reading, science fiction, astronomy, and meteorology. I mean, you could put a lot of different things here for what your interests are. So notice this is a short resume. Okay, it's not long, and it doesn't need to be for a high schooler. It should be not too short, but not too long. A lot of your information you're going to include in your application, if there's an application, and you're going to attach your resume. You're going to attach your resume, okay? And everybody's resume is going to look a little bit different. You do not have to use this particular template. It's just a starting place to help you to create your resume. But it does need to be clean. You do need to spell check it. I will send it into Google Gemini just to make any suggestions, and we'll see what that does. I'll do that real quick. All right, so I posted my resume into Gemini. I just copy-pasted it. And it says, since I'm aiming for a kitchen or restaurant role, there's a few things you can improve. So anytime you're looking at a resume, you want to be really clear on what you can do. So it suggests improving the objective, dependable and energetic student seeking an entry-level kitchen position, committed to maintaining high sanitation standards, supporting fast-paced line, applying a strong work ethic to ensure a great guest experience. Honor roll, it points out I spelled that wrong, so that's always good. I could put leadership activities, group your school activities into a leadership's activities section to make the student council honor roll pop. If you did take a hospitality class, of course, include that. So It says, if you're an honor society, took AP English and physics, that tells manage you're a quick learner. Physics sounds good because in Michigan, for example, the state of Michigan does not require that every student take physics. But it does require that every student either take chemistry or physics. So if you took one of them or both of them, you can include those on your resume. So those are just a few tips. Again, for a starting resume, if you have volunteer roles, you can add those. If you have interests or skills, you can add those. Always keep it to one page. Always make sure that there are no spelling errors or anything. So I got to go back and see my honor roll where I spelt that wrong. Honor society, honor roll, honor roll. Yeah, those are two different roles. And I like the suggestion about leadership. So I'm going to work on this a little bit, but that gives you an idea of where to start and how to create your first or your newest high school resume.